All right, what's up, people? This is my third video in a row playing Destiny 2 because I hate myself. We're back here on another episode of Destiny 2 builds that are pretty mid right now, but will be pretty good in the next episode. Today we are on Hunter because the last two videos were on the other two classes. And I wanted to bring to everyone's attention about Raiju's Harness. Now, originally I was gonna try to find some sort of Stasis exotic to go with the whole Stasis theme of next season, but Hunter quite literally has, if we look here, it has one exotic that is based on Stasis. That's it. No other exotic in the Hunter's class is based on Stasis or has literally anything to do with Stasis. Like, I guess you could say fucking I don't know, Assassin's Cowl is Stasis based, but it's more like just melee based. Like, there's nothing for Stasis besides Renewal Grasp. So instead, I'm making a build based around Arc and the new update that's coming to Raiju's Harness. So Raiju's Harness is getting basically like a complete rework, I guess. So right now it's literally just meant to like create a blinding explosion with your arc staff whenever you deactivate it. Gives you the opportunity to deactivate it and stuff, but that's kind of lame, and that part of it is getting transferred over to a different exotic. Now it's going to be a dedicated Gathering Storm exotic, which honestly, this is my favorite arc super in the game. Like, I love Gathering Storm. I don't really care about Storm's Edge, and arc staff is shit, so Gathering Storm is my favorite. But yeah, let me read out the new change that's coming to Raiju's Harness. So basically, activating Gathering Storm will call down lightning on all nearby targets, jolting them while also amplifying allies. Defeating arc debuff targets grants a small amount of Gathering Storm energy, which is actually really, really good. So I made like an entire build based off of the arc debuffs. So I'm rocking Flow State, which will make me amplified whenever I defeat a jolted target. And while I am amplified, I get my dodge back more quickly. I'm using the new Ascension aspect, which will make it so I can boost myself up in the air, amplify myself and my allies, and then also jolt people, which is important. Now, this is an interesting one. I'm using the Flashbang Grenade to blind targets, and I'm also using the Spark of Shock to jolt, to make it so my arc grenades jolt targets. So the reason why I'm using this is because, as the new exotic perk on Raiju's Harness says, you have to defeat arc debuff targets. So basically, you want to be stacking as many debuffs as you possibly can. So I have the Flashbang Grenade on because, number one, it's good against champions. I think it's good against Unstoppable. And then when you give it the Spark of Shock, it'll also be good against Overload champions. So that's two champions with just one ability, one grenade. You can have this sort of combination of just getting in with your weapons, jolting everything, blinding everything, getting a bunch of super energy, throwing your super. This isn't going to be like some sort of damage dealing, like we're not going to use it in a sort of damage dealing setting. We're just going to try to spam it as much as possible. We have Spark of Discharge, where whenever you kill an arc or get an arc final blow, you get an ionic trace. Spark of Ions, defeating jolted targets create an ionic trace. And then Spark of Beacons, while you're amplified, your arc special or heavy ammo weapons deal a blinding explosion. Like I said, this is quite literally all about killing debuff targets. So I have the Flashbang Grenade, which will blind and jolt targets. I have Spark of Beacons, which will make it so when I'm amplified, I use an arc special that will create a blinding explosion. Flow State will make it so when I defeat a jolted target, I get amplified. Ascension will make it so when I use it, I get amplified and there's jolted targets. It jolts the targets around me. Ionic Traces will always give me back my abilities, and I can always create Ionic Traces. And then with the new Raiju's Harness perk, whenever I use my super, I get amplified even more. This entire set is literally about keeping myself amplified for as long as humanly possible, and I will never stop being amplified. I'm also pairing it with X-Dearest. This exotic is getting a buff in the new season. I don't think it's like anything that changes the exotic itself. It's more just like a damage buff and an ease of use buff, I guess I should say. So it's going to be really good in the new season. So yeah, and I'm just pairing it with some more arc shit. This is a very simple build. I can't really show it off because the exotic hasn't updated yet. It's still this old perk, so I can't exactly show it off, but I feel like, okay, you know what I will say? When the new season comes out, I will be testing all of the builds I have been showing off for the last couple of days. That's what I will do. So once Raiju's Harness gets its update, I will do another video showing this off. I'll do the same ones for the Titans and Warlocks. But yeah, that's really it. It's a very short video. I promise I'll go back to my normal videos. I hate playing this game as much as you guys do. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.